When you're young, sharing your life on social media feels natural. But as we age, we discover that true wisdom lies in what we keep private. Through years of listening to seniors across America, one truth stands clear. Protecting certain aspects of your life isn't just about privacy. It's about maintaining your dignity and peace of mind. Today we'll explore 5 critical things that everyone over 50 should keep sacred. These aren't just random secrets. They're protective boundaries that wise and respected seniors have learned to maintain. What you're about to hear comes from real people who learned these lessons through life's greatest teacher, experience. Before we begin, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Share your city in the comments below and join our community of mindful seniors by hitting that subscribe button. Now, let's start with the most crucial secret of all. 1. Financial matters. Of all the secrets we'll discuss today, your financial status might be the most crucial one to protect. Why? Because money doesn't just represent numbers in your bank account. It represents your independence, your choices, and often, your relationships. Let me share a story that changed how I view financial privacy forever. Recently, a well-respected retired teacher in suburban Chicago thought sharing her retirement savings details with family would bring them closer. She had worked hard, saved wisely, and built a comfortable nest egg. But within months of revealing her financial status, everything changed. Suddenly, relatives she hadn't heard from in years were calling with investment opportunities. Her adult children started making subtle hints about early inheritance, and her neighbors' attitudes shifted when they learned about her savings. What started as an honest attempt to be transparent turned into a web of strained relationships and uncomfortable conversations. She found herself dodging phone calls and making excuses to avoid social gatherings where money discussions might arise. But here's what successful seniors do differently. They've mastered the art of graceful deflection. When asked about their financial situation, they might say, "I'm grateful to have enough for my needs," or "I've learned to live within my means." These responses acknowledge the question without revealing private details. Here are 3 practical ways to protect your financial privacy. First, develop a go-to response. When someone asks about your finances, have a prepared phrase that's both polite and final. I make it a practice not to discuss financial matters works wonderfully. Second, redirect conversations about money to more meaningful topics. If someone asks about your retirement savings, try shifting to discussing their interests or future plans instead. Third, remember that "I don't feel comfortable discussing that" is a complete sentence. You don't owe anyone an explanation about your finances, even family members. A respected financial advisor once told me something profound. Money is like oxygen, necessary for life, but not the purpose of it. The moment you start discussing it openly, it can consume all the air in the room. 2. Family secrets. Our second vital secret brings us to a delicate topic that touches every family. Those private matters that should stay within the walls of your home. In today's world of social media and oversharing, understanding what family matters to keep private has become more crucial than ever. But what exactly do we mean by family secrets in modern times? These aren't just dramatic skeletons in the closet. They're the everyday challenges many families face. A child's struggle with anxiety, a sibling's financial difficulties, disagreements about inheritance, or the delicate care decisions for aging parents. These situations aren't shameful, they're simply private. Consider what happened in a close-knit neighborhood in Minnesota. A respected family faced a challenging situation when their adult son moved back home during a difficult divorce. Instead of keeping this transition private, they openly discussed details with neighbors and friends. Soon, well-meaning but misguided advice started pouring in. Their son felt his privacy invaded, and simple grocery store runs turned into awkward encounters with neighbors who knew too much. The family learned a valuable lesson. Not every chapter of your story needs to be a public reading. But here's the challenge. Where do we draw the line between harmful secrets and necessary privacy? The answer lies in understanding the difference between privacy and secrecy. Privacy protects, secrecy harms. Here's a practical guide for protecting family matters. First, ask yourself, would sharing this information benefit or harm my family? Sometimes, keeping things private isn't about hiding. It's about protecting dignity and allowing space for healing. Second, establish clear family boundaries. Have open discussions within your family about what stays private. Make these decisions together, respecting each member's comfort level. Third, develop a unified approach. When faced with questions about sensitive family matters, have agreed-upon responses that honor everyone's privacy while remaining truthful. However, it's equally important to recognize when sharing might be necessary. If keeping a matter private is causing harm or preventing someone from getting needed help, that's when the wall of privacy might need a careful window. Remember, your family's story belongs to all of you. Just as you wouldn't share someone else's secrets without permission, your family's private matters deserve the same respect. The strongest families often aren't the ones who appear perfect to the outside world. They're the ones who protect each other's dignity by knowing what to share and what to hold sacred. As we move to our third crucial secret, consider this. Your family's private matters are like a garden. They grow better when protected from harsh outside elements. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how people who are truly wealthy rarely discuss their money? They understand that financial privacy isn't about secrecy. It's about maintaining healthy boundaries and protecting their peace of mind. The beauty of financial privacy is that it allows you to define yourself by who you are, not by what you have. It preserves the authenticity in your relationships and protects you from unwanted pressure or manipulation. As we move to our second crucial secret, remember this. Your financial status is like your PIN code. Just because someone asks doesn't mean they need to know. 3. Health and medications. Our third crucial secret touches something deeply personal, yet increasingly public in our digital age: your health and medical information. In an era where sharing health updates on social media has become commonplace, protecting this private information is more important than ever. Picture this. You're scrolling through social media, and suddenly you see a detailed post from someone listing their daily medications, describing their recent medical procedures, or sharing intimate details about their health struggles. While it might seem harmless or even helpful to others, this kind of oversharing can have unexpected consequences. Let me share a revealing situation that unfolded in a Florida retirement community. A well-respected resident regularly posted updates about her heart condition and medication routine on social media. She thought she was helping others by being open about her health journey. However, this information was quietly being collected and used in ways she never imagined. Insurance adjusters found her posts during a routine review. Scammers targeting seniors with specific health conditions added her to their call lists. Even her neighbors' attitudes subtly changed, treating her more like a patient than a person. The digital age has transformed how our health information can be used against us. Insurance companies now regularly monitor social media posts. Scammers actively search for medical details to craft convincing schemes. Even innocent posts about health conditions can lead to identity theft or unwanted medical advice from well-meaning friends. Most concerning is how sharing health information can fundamentally change how others view and treat us. But how do we balance the need for support with maintaining privacy? Here's a practical approach that wise seniors have learned to follow. Create an inner circle of trust. Choose a few close family members or friends who need to know about your health situation. Keep detailed health discussions within this circle. When someone outside this group asks about your health, a simple "I'm managing well, thank you" often suffices. It's polite, yet private. Be especially careful with medication information. Your prescriptions and medical routine are private matters between you and your healthcare providers. Sharing these details, even casually, can make you vulnerable to both scams and unwanted advice. A wise doctor once told me, "Your health journey is like a personal diary. You choose who gets to read it." This perspective helps maintain both dignity and safety. Remember, showing strength isn't about sharing every detail of your health challenges. True strength often lies in maintaining your privacy while managing your health journey with grace. As we prepare to discuss our fourth secret, consider this. Your health information is like a valuable jewel, best kept in a secure place, shared only with those who truly need to know. Fourth, personal struggles. Our fourth secret addresses something we all face but rarely discuss properly: personal struggles. While today's world encourages us to share everything, there's profound wisdom in being selective about who knows our deepest challenges. Think about a time when you faced a personal difficulty. Perhaps it was a period of depression, a crisis of confidence, or a painful loss. In these moments, the modern instinct tells us to reach out, to share, to post about our struggles. But the wisest among us understand that not every battle needs an audience. Let me share a powerful story about transformation through private resilience. In a quiet neighborhood in Colorado, there lived a retired executive who lost everything: his retirement savings, his marriage, and temporarily, his sense of purpose. Instead of broadcasting his struggles on social media or becoming the talk of his community, he chose a different path. He confided in just two people, his closest friend and a professional counselor. What happened next was remarkable. Without the pressure of managing others' opinions or advice, he found space to truly heal. He rebuilt his life quietly, taking small steps each day. He joined a morning walking group where he could just be present, not his story. He volunteered at the local library, finding purpose in simple service to others. Most importantly, he discovered that keeping his struggles private gave him the freedom to rebuild on his own terms. When we keep our struggles private, we protect something precious: our ability to heal authentically, without constant external commentary. we can listen to our own inner wisdom. We can try, fail, and try again without an audience. We can change our minds without explaining why. Yet this doesn't mean facing everything alone. The key is selective sharing. Choose confidants who offer wisdom rather than just sympathy, who respect your privacy as much as your trust. Often, one trusted friend, a professional counselor, or a small support group is all we need. Remember this wisdom. Not everyone deserves a front row seat to your life's challenges. Those who truly care about you will respect your journey without needing to know every detail. They understand that sometimes the greatest support they can offer is space for private healing. As we approach our final secret, consider this truth. Your struggles are stepping stones to wisdom, not social media content. The most profound transformations often happen in the quiet spaces we create for ourselves. 5. Intimate relationships. Our final secret touches on perhaps the most delicate aspect of life after 50, intimate relationships. Whether you're married, dating, or choosing to be single, this part of your life deserves the highest level of privacy and respect. In our modern age, where younger generations share every aspect of their relationships online, maintaining dignity in our personal connections becomes even more crucial. The wisdom that comes with maturity teaches us that the most meaningful relationships often flourish in private. Consider this enlightening perspective. Relationships at our age are like fine wine. They deserve to be savored privately, not displayed in a shop window. When we share too much about our intimate lives, we risk diminishing the special bond we share with our partner or diluting our own sense of dignity. Let me share a valuable insight from years of observing successful relationships among seniors. The happiest couples I've encountered share one common trait. They keep their relationship matters private. They don't discuss their arguments with friends, share intimate details at social gatherings, or seek validation from others about their relationship choices. This is particularly important when beginning new relationships later in life. Whether reconnecting after loss or divorce, or finding love for the first time at an advanced age, privacy creates a safe space for the relationship to develop naturally, without external pressures or judgments. Here's what wisdom has taught us about protecting intimate relationships. Create clear boundaries about what you share with others. Your children don't need to know about your dating life details. Your friends don't need to hear about relationship conflicts. Your social media connections certainly don't need updates about your romantic life. Instead, focus on nurturing the connection itself. Share your joys and concerns directly with your partner. If you need guidance, seek it from a professional counselor who's bound by confidentiality, not from well-meaning friends or family members who might inadvertently share your private matters with others. Remember, at this stage of life, romance and intimate relationships can be richer and more meaningful than ever before. But like a delicate flower, they need protection from harsh external elements to truly flourish. Your relationship deserves the dignity of privacy, allowing it to grow and evolve in its own special way. As we conclude our exploration of these 5 crucial secrets, remember this: the most beautiful chapters of your life story are often the ones you write in private. Today we've explored 5 precious aspects of life that deserve our protection: our financial status, family matters, health information, personal struggles, and intimate relationships. In a world obsessed with sharing, Remember that privacy isn't old-fashioned. It's powerful. Like a treasured jewel box, these 5 areas of your life deserve to be protected, opened only for those who truly deserve your trust. Your dignity grows stronger with each boundary you maintain. What aspect of your life will you protect more carefully after today? Share your reflections below and join our community of wise souls who understand that true peace often comes from what we choose to keep private. Remember, the deeper the waters, the quieter they run.